Take a look at this. I am the only one here at this trailhead. Oh, I love it. Hello and welcome to Spirit Forest. We are going to go on a hike today. I am near Avon, Colorado, which is also near Vail and Beaver Creek area. I have come with I've come with the girls' daddy and the girls, but they have a pass to Beaver Creek and I don't, to go skiing. So I was going to take this opportunity to not only stay at a beautiful condo in the mountains, but also to take this opportunity to be out in the wilderness and go for a nice little hike. So I brought all my stuff, and I didn't really know what the snow conditions were going to be, but I'm going to show you here. So I prepared for everything, and I'm getting really not a lot of snow. So let me show you. I'm right at the trailhead right now. You can see there's a little bit of snow, but this is like nothing. I'm so bummed. I was truly hoping to get you guys a really nice snowshoeing video, but I don't think I need my snowshoes for today. But I did pack them, just so you know. Look at this. I packed my snowshoes, so I was prepared. I have my winter boots here too. But currently right now I am in my hiking shoes, and I'm kind of debating, thinking that I might just wear my hiking shoes. I do have my topo map, and I have a compass. I have my phone too, but again, I don't rely on that. If you see a lot of my stuff, I don't rely on my phone, but I do rely on my topo and my compass. So let's get going. Okay guys, you think I'm crazy? Because you see me in a tank top? I am in a tank top. It's 30 some degrees. You can see your breath. However, I'm climbing a lot. I don't have my topo map out right now. But if I did, I'll tell you how much I climb when I get to where I'm going. I have about 5 hours of hiking ahead of me. And I'm going up, so if I feel a little winded, it's because it's winter time and I get a little out of shape in the winter. I usually gain about like 5 pounds in the winter. It's crazy because I work all day. You know, I get out of bed, it's dark, and then I work, and then when I'm done working, it's dark out. Or in the summertime, I get out of bed, it's already light. Sometimes I'll take rocks on a walk, my dog that is, and then I work, and after work, I go for a hike. Well, I don't do that in the wintertime, so the only time I really go hiking is on the weekends, which today is a weekend. It's chilly, like my cheeks feel frozen a bit, but I was starting to sweat, and so I took off my jacket, even though it's chilly out, but I feel good. This is where non-cotton shirts come in handy, and I was thinking I was gonna wear shorts, but I changed my mind last minute, and so I'm wearing pants but they're rolled up to my knees. But I just don't want to sweat that much because it is really cold, and if I stop, I'm gonna freeze. So I am kind of hiking a bit slow. And I know tomorrow I'll be hiking again too, so I just don't want to overdo it right now. Look at this, it's still green. Look how pretty that is. Oh, I might have to do this hike in the summertime. That is really pretty. So I have a little trail talk for you. I do this in some of my other videos where I'm hiking and I'll talk to you. So keep in mind, I'm going uphill. I don't know if you can see behind me, but it's all up. So if I'm a little winded, that's why. You would be winded too. So join me on my little hiking talk. This is a thing that comes to mind, and in fact, when I've hiked with a couple people, I've asked them this same question. And I'm going to ask you a question here shortly. And you'll need to write your answers down. But let me start with a little pretext here. It's on the subject of preppers. Preppers, I'm intrigued by them. I watch a couple YouTube channels of people that are preppers. I like a lot of the content they have, and have learned some stuff, even when I go hiking and such, or whatever. So, I am not a prepper by any means, and I get asked a lot, you know, what is my bug out bag? And I gotta step over this log here. I got a little selfie stick this time. It's the first time I have a selfie stick. Alright, anyways, I got ADD going. Okay, so I get asked a lot if I have a bug out bag. And I don't. People say, well, what would you put in your bug out bag? I'm like, I don't know if the end of the world is coming. And it's not always the end of the world, you know, that's not always what a prepper is about. There could be some economy thing that's going on, you know, where everyone loses money, or I don't know. There's a lot of things that could happen. Volcano. So, I don't have a bug out bag. And if you were to come to my house, I don't know, maybe let me clip in a picture here of my refrigerator. I hate shopping, so I have really no food in my house. Because going to the grocery store for me, oh, it's just a pain in the butt. I don't like it. I'm terrible with lists. I go there and I forget stuff all the time. So, I would be a terrible prepper. I have no food. So, it just got me thinking, and I've been thinking of this for a while, too, is just, you know, what would I do if something were to happen? Snow's getting a little deeper up here. You know, what would I do? I mean, I got land in the mountains, but I'll tell you, you can't grow anything there. That'd be really tough. Would I head on south? I don't know. I don't know what I'd do. And I think about it every once in a while, but honestly, it doesn't fill my head a lot. I'm not a prepper. I'm a backpacker. I'm a hiker. I'm an outdoor enthusiast. What I'm doing right now, is what I do. I don't prepare for the end of the world or the try not to say the word, I'm trying to keep it family friendly channel, SHTF, I think it's, but I'm interested in them. So it got me thinking, if I were, and this is the question to you guys as well, if I were to take only 10 people, now I'd show my other hand, but I'm holding a stick, 10 people, let's say I'm going to use my situation, somewhere in the mountains, and I say, okay, I need to survive, I need 10 people to come along with me. That could be family, it could be people you don't know, like generic, like a doctor or a farmer. So it can be pretty generic, but not fictional, because I played this at the bar last night actually. I was over in the town down there, and I started asking this question to people, and I was like, you know what, this is gonna be my talk on the trail. And I got a lot of answers of, I'm gonna bring Yoda and Darth Vader, Indiana Jones. No, not people like that. So people you know that is close to you, and who would you bring? So pause the camera, or pause the video, write down your 10 people that you would bring with you to survive a SHTF situation. Your location is in the mountains of Colorado, and you have a water store, so you have a stream, and each person can only carry what they can fit on their back. So you're gonna leave the city, so let's say Colorado Springs. You're gonna leave Colorado Springs. Ooh, I'm going uphill. And you're gonna go to the mountains, and it has a water source there. And that is all I'm going to give you, because I want to know what your answer is. And if you could write it down, because I'm going to give you my answer, but I don't want my answer to affect your answer. After I climb this mountain, I'm going to sit down and have lunch with you guys, and I'll give you guys my answer. It's definitely colder up here, and the snow got a little deeper, and it seems like there's like no snow right over here, but everything on the trail has snow on it. So it's challenging, because you take a step and then you go down 2 inches. So you end up sliding. I think I'm gonna wear my boots on the way down, because I can tell you right now, it's possible I'm the only one back here, or at least the only one on this trail. There's some other trails, according to the topo, that are, I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's right up where that hill's at. There should be another trail over there. There should be another trail that cuts off and goes up this mountain over here, which is what I'm thinking of doing. It's getting a little bit more breezy up here too. But so anyways, I know I'm probably the only one here, because the benefit of hiking in the snow, you can see all the trails. You can see all the animal trails, you can see all the human trails. And there's a guy on this trail, or was, and based on my knowledge, he was here yesterday, and he brought his dog, and he's gone up at least as far as I've gone, and he's come down. So it is possible I am the only one here, but you'll see the trail now. It's a lot of snow, so it's getting a lot deeper in my shoes. I just, again, I just have my hiking shoes on, so I am happy that I brought my snowshoes just in case. These hiking shoes are waterproof. I love them, but does make things a little challenging, but I've been stepping in his steps, or his dogs, like that one. But yeah, definitely a lot more snow up here, which is nice. I like it. I'm happy. I'm a little cold though. My cheeks are frozen. Oh, the nice warm sun. Oh, feels good. I was getting a little chilly in that valley over there. I didn't bring a scarf because there was really no wind, but it's okay. I'm not in any danger. I was just a little cold in there. Sorry. Sorry for the sniffles, guys. It was really cold. So, let's see. The guy's footsteps I was following in the snow, he is now turned around. So I am doing this on my own. And I am the only one here because there's no more footsteps. So I see a lot of animal prints everywhere. So, but I do have, again, my compass and my map. And if you look, and these are the kind of things when you're hiking in the snow, it's a little bit of a different challenge, especially when there's no tracks to follow. But you can kind of see that. You see that sign out there? There's a trail sign. So I know exactly where I am, and shows that my navigation skills are still good, because even though there's no human tracks right here, this is a trail. You can kind of see when we hike a lot on a trail, what happens is it creates this like divot. So you can kind of see the divot in the trail going that way. I just wanted to point that out. These are animal tracks. Animals know where the trail's at. Unpacked a lot of the gear that I brought, so I told you guys I was going to show you what I brought. And I usually just, again, I go through this kind of stuff really fast. If you have any questions, just let me know. Also, my disclaimer is this is what I bring. Doesn't mean this is what you should bring, but I'm just showing you what it is that I bring. I'm hiking and stopping right now, so I have a total of 5 hours to come play out here. I do plan on being back at the car by the time the sun sets. As for mileage, I don't know exactly, but I'd probably say it's maybe a 6 mile day by the time I'm done. It'll probably be about 6 miles, 6 to 8 miles, somewhere around there. I might go explore a little bit more that way after lunch, but we'll see what time it is. Okay, so let's go over some of the stuff I have in my pack so you guys can take a look at what I bring on my little winter trek. Now I'm wearing all of my layers, and I'll explain that later too, what clothes I'm wearing, so you get an idea. But I have my mittens on, so I got two types. I have, this is like my under one, and this is the over one. If it gets really cold, mittens are the best. And then it has these really nice pockets in it for my hand warmers, which are right there. I have which I went over this a couple times, is my little like first aid, survival kit, has band-aids and such in there. I just kind of throw it in my backpack whenever I go on a day hike. I have some extra water. I'll be using that to cook in. I have a way to collect water as well. So that's that Sawyer system. And then I usually just put it in that blue bag right there. I have another winter hat here. And this one has a headlight on it for if for some reason I get lost or whatever it may be. I know I won't, but but if I did, or if the sun set sooner than I thought it was gonna set, I have a light. I got a little headlight on this, and it's a nice little warm little beanie hat. And then we're gonna be making lunch out of this, and then I have these guys, which I'll show you a little bit later. What I use these things for. I don't recommend buying these, and I will show you why. But I did bring them just because I didn't know if it was going to be icy on the trail or not. But these basically go on the bottom of your boots, and it has little spikes on them so that you don't slide down as much. They do work for that, but they fall off all the time, so I would not buy these. But I got them for a gift, and I use them every once in a while. Okay, so let's go ahead and make lunch. I just recently showed you guys this, and we're gonna make lunch off this. We're gonna create a little flame. Now I'm in an area where there's a lot of brush, so I'm gonna try to find an area that has dirt, so that way, because this does have a flame to it. There is a little bit of a breeze, but this stuff, even though it's wet, could still catch on fire, so I'm going to be very cautious. I'm very alert, and I got a lot of extra water too. I have another bottle of water too in my pack. Oh, I forgot to show you. I do have I'm going to draw. Well, I'm going to sit here and draw just for a little bit and hang out. And then I have the tripod, so that way I can talk with you guys. Okay, let's get lunch going. I want to test you guys out, see if you can tell. Some of the things when you're out in the wilderness, you just want to always be aware of where the sun is. And it is always in a different location in the wintertime than it is in the summer. So a lot of times I have to remind myself that. But it is currently right now, let me look, it is 12:30. And you see which way the direction of my shadow is. So if I'm put my hand there, you see the direction of the shadow. Could you tell me which way is north, west, east, south? Would you know which way is? I'd like to test myself a lot just by looking at shadows throughout the day, especially in the wintertime, because it is a little bit different than in the summer. So let's see if you're right. So let's see, my shadow goes this way. Which direction is this way? Which direction is that way? Okay, so I'll get my compass out and let's see if you're right. So yep, look at that. North is that way. Let's make some lunch. Okay, I promised you I'd show you the layers that I'm wearing so that you guys could see and kind of see what I hike in when I go in the snow and some winter hikes. I have currently right now I have this down jacket. It's got a lot of stuff in my pockets, but it's a down jacket. Not very good for going through the brush though. I don't know, right here I ripped a hole in it. I ripped another hole over here. So these are pretty spendy to be going into the brush, so a lot of times I just make sure I'm out in the open when I'm wearing this jacket. But I do sometimes carry a shell jacket, and you'll see that in a lot of my videos. Sorry for the wind if it's windy on the camera. But I will wear a shell jacket around it, so it will protect this this layer. And then I always have a fleece layer as well. Again, I got a lot of stuff in my pockets, but I got a nice fleece layer. These I buy actually at Bass Pro Shop the day after Thanksgiving. They're only $10 for these fleece jackets, which is really nice. I have a whole bunch of them. Okay, and then you guys seen already, I actually have a tank top under this. So if I were to add another layer, it would just be the jacket on the outside, because when I'm out here in the snow and you're hiking, it's a lot more energy than you expel when you do a regular hike. Because I think, like I said, is every time you're making a step, you're going down like 2 inches because you're sliding in the snow. So sometimes I'll wear shorts underneath my pants. These pants I bought last year. These are Eddie Bauer pants. I couldn't find, I looked everywhere. So girls, if you're looking for some hiking pants that have, and maybe I can show you, you can see that it has some fleece on the inside. And it's really, I really like that. I really like the fleece on the inside of the pants. And it goes all the way down the pants, so you can, there you go. You can see it, you know, as I roll it up here, you can see the fleece. So it's fleece-lined pants. Also, it's like wind resistant as well, so if it's really windy, you know, you really stay warm in these pants. As for being rugged out here, not so much. Like, I wouldn't be in the trees doing work like I do at Spirit Forest. I would wear the pants that I normally wear there, but I'd probably wear some fleece pants underneath them. I usually always buy my pants for exercising or more for hiking stuff, just a little bit bigger, because a lot of times I wear multiple layers. I'm not wearing shorts today, but if I did, I'd probably wear more of like a biker type shorts, you know, those really tight ones. Those are the type of shorts that I would wear. But that's pretty much what I have as for clothes when I'm hiking out here in Colorado in the wintertime. Enjoying the sun. I feel pretty warm right now. I have my nice tea that I made. It's like a chamomile tea. I decided to sit down and start drawing. I am an artist, and I love just to draw. I was going to bring a book and read a book, but I was like, you know, I really want to start working on my t-shirts. If you guys are familiar with my channel, I do sell t-shirts. I'm going to be selling them hopefully every year, or maybe I'll sell something different, you know. But all the proceeds go to a charity. And so right now I'm drawing what's going to be on the t-shirt, and I'm using some of Madison's designs as well. Madison is my older daughter. She's 13 years old, a little blooming artist she is. And I want to incorporate some of her design in the shirt as well. But so anyways, I'm working on some stuff. Madison started sketching up some of it, of what it's going to look like, and I'm going to incorporate some of this. But I wanted to show you guys some of the stuff that Madison was working on. She's working on a kind of a mountain scene, so we're going to have a lot of mountains in the background of this shirt or sweatshirt or whatever it is that we'll be selling. And then we'll have our logo and the bears, and so I'm trying to figure out how everything, you know, is going to incorporate together. I take a lot of time, you know, working on these designs and just trying to make it really good for you guys, and I'd like to do like a different one every year. Here was another one that I was working on while I was sitting on a plane I decided that I was gonna play around. So this was another design. But you know, it's just a lot of fun working on these shirts, and we were able to raise, I think it was like $360 for Wilderness on Wheels, and that is for people that are not able to be in the wilderness, and they could be handicapped, or they can't walk that much, or they can't walk at all, and they're only in a wheelchair. And I do have a couple videos talking about them. You know, if that's something that you want to help me in regards to donating some money to them, you know, I will be selling the shirts sometime in spring, and I'll post some videos on it too once I get the design done. But I was sitting here, and I was working on the design and kind of thinking of, you know, what it's gonna look like, and then I remembered my talk on the trail with you guys about it was about the preppers, and I wanted to answer who my top 10 were. So if you haven't wrote down who your top 10 are, hit pause right now and write down your top 10 people that you would take with you in a survival type situation. So my top 10, and I don't know if it goes in any particular order. My first two would be my daughters, because I don't think that I would feel complete without them. I really don't. Now, they will add more work for me in regards to survival, but I don't think that I would feel complete without them. Girls' daddy, I would have him come along, because I don't think my girls would be complete without their mom and dad around. And I'm truly into the family unit. Even though their daddy and I are divorced, you know, we're still a family, and that's how I see it. So I would have him come along. He doesn't do a lot of wilderness stuff anymore, but I know his personality really well, and he's a very hard worker if you give him a task. So if I were to say, this is what needs to be done, he would get it done. He would come up with some really good ideas for building. He is a builder, so he would bring skills to the table too. I would like a lover. I know that sounds kind of weird saying it like that, but I would like someone. You know, there's a different kind of love when you love your kids compared to a partner. You know, and again, I don't think I would be complete without a partner in my life. So I would bring a partner with me, and I know me, and I know my partner would bring skill. Because I would not have a partner that would not be into the outdoors and not be into a lot of the stuff that I really enjoy. I just know that this person would have that, and just to have that love and passion in life is really important to have. And again, this is in no particular order, you guys. These are just my top 10, and this is what I would need to survive. Doctor, and I debate on what kind of doctor I'd want. You know, would you want a general doctor? Would you want a surgeon? Like, what kind of doctor you want? I don't know, but I'd know I want some kind of doctor to be their carpenter. Now, the girl's daddy does offer skills in building, and possibly the person that I would be with, my lover, would also offer skills. So that's kind of an open area. But I would like someone to be able to build a cabin. I don't have the skills or the knowledge to build a cabin, but I would like someone that does. My next one would be a musician. I think that music bonds people together, and you have 10 people, all with different backgrounds. They might not know each other, and I think with music that you can bring a community together. Music is really important to me and in my life. That's why you see a lot of my videos, I incorporate music in them. Because I like it, and even when I'm editing it, I like to listen to music too. I would like a farmer. I would assume the farmer would bring seeds. It would know how to grow from scratch as well, and so we would be able to eat. I would expect the farmer to also know the food in the area and what is edible. Another one would be a hunter. I don't have the skills to hunt. I've never been taught those skills. It is a skill that I would like to obtain, but it costs money to do so, and I just haven't put it on the list as the top priority right now. But I would like someone that understands hunting and could be able to provide food, meat for the 10 people. My last one would be a storyteller or a writer. And again, that seems kind of odd, but I feel that telling our story or someone being able to, I guess, entertain you on those winter nights when the sun sets at like 3:30 or 4 would be nice. To have someone there to be able to tell a story and gather everyone around a fire pit, and again, bringing the community together. And I think a storyteller will bring a lot to bringing the community together, because I think in a lot of times if you bring a lot of people with a lot of different backgrounds, there might be a lot of arguings and fights, and you really need to create a community. And that's what I would do with my 10 people. So that is my 10. I would love to know what your guys' 10 is, if you have enough time to write it in the comments and leave notes too, kind of like how I did, and why you would bring that person. I mean, you might do something totally different than me. You might think totally different than me and wouldn't bring the same people that I would bring. And that's okay. I have about another 30 minutes or so before I got to start heading down, and I'm going to draw a little bit more of my t-shirt design, and I'm going to sit and enjoy the nature view. On my way down, I might take a little bit of a different route and then get back on the trail. It's kind of fun for me. I like going off trail a little bit. I'll shoot some video kind of on the way out. Also, I want to show you guys the town. I'll just do a really quick video if I can get a chance to get into the little village area. It is very pretty. I think Colorado, all the little ski towns, they kind of model after like Switzerland and Austria, a little bit Germany. It's really interesting because I've been to those countries, and I walked through their little mountain towns, and our mountain towns look just like it. So I want to show you guys kind of what this area looks like, and I think I'm going to try to make it to Beaver Creek either tonight or tomorrow morning. So I'm going to end the video showing you guys I think it's probably going to be Beaver Creek. I'll show you guys Beaver Creek and kind of how their village, what it looks like, their little shopping area. I'm not a big shopper, but I like to go in there and just kind of see what they do. It really feels like this fantasy land. These little spiky things go on the outside, so I'll be going downhill, which I'm going to be sliding a lot, so this just adds a little extra safety measure. And again, I have to use 2 hands to do it, but you stick it on the top here, and with the rubber band it has enough tension to go around the back. So I'm going to go ahead and put these on and then show you guys. Okay, I have them on now. I'm going to show you really fast kind of how they work. They kind of stop you in the snow a little bit because of those little spikes. Works really well more for ice, and there is some ice down the trail a bit, so this is going to come in handy. However, they don't stay on very well, and hopefully you guys can see it. I am in the shade. But what they really need is something to attach here to there, and I could try to use a paracord or something like that, but I've hiked in these so many times and then they fall off, and then I gotta go back and I gotta find them. So keep that in mind when you buy these. Say what now? Put it back. Oh, my lips got frozen.
Run to get a glass of hot water somewhere.